Hey everyone, it's Strange Michael. I hope you had a great happy Halloween. I didn't do any videos like I tried to. I tried to record stuff, it wasn't coming together. So I wanted to do a better job, and I thought I would start off my reviews, despite having watched this before Halloween and wanting to have the review up for Halloween. I wanted to go ahead and make a video to talk about this movie that I had heard about from people like Sinister Cinema Reviews here on YouTube. It's one that at first I was very trepidatious by, because like IMDb, it has a 3 out of 10, and I thought, there's no way. There's no way that's that fair. Some movies, absolutely. Most movies not nowadays, especially with what this film does, and some of the things that it's kind of stealing from and whatever. This movie is called Diced Reloaded, and despite the terrible title, and despite it sounding like a sequel, this is the OG one that you should check out. There was a short film that was like 50 minutes long. Is that really a short film at that point? That short film came out in 2023. This is a 2025 release. You can see it on Tubi. I think it's on YouTube even. I think I saw somewhere. There's barely anybody talking about this film. As you can tell, this is a hidden horrors review from yours truly, because I thought this was fantastic. I don't care what it's stealing from. I think it was super fun, and it's more of the kind of movie that I want nowadays, that Hollywood will not offer despite the things they've seen succeed in horror, mainly with the Terrifier franchise. Diced Reloaded has such a stupid title. It's a very simplistic, modern-day, gory as hell slasher film that is stealing almost every beat from Terrifier. I think the kills are really unique and whatnot. I think they're super fun. It's utilizing a lot of the time its environment, each setting, to kill people. There's a lot of blood and guts in here. I think that it's utilizing those things so well that I can make excuses all day long for why I enjoyed this. I thought it was immensely entertaining. A 3 out of 10 on IMDb is not deserved. I don't care what this is stealing from. So anyway, Diced Reloaded. Where do I even start with this? You just need to see this film. I've heard a lot of different things about the short film. Supposedly, on one hand, I hear people say that it's like a more limited version of this, but like this is like a remake of that short film. But then I hear on the other hand, some people saying that short film had a lower budget, it wasn't as cool. I don't know. There's barely anybody who's talked about this film, so like it's kind of hard to get, and I don't think you can find the original movie anywhere. It's kind of hard to get a grasp because I would have reviewed both, to be honest. Diced was everything I hoped it would be by the things I had heard. So I hope that automatically that will make you check out this film if you love slasher films. If you're a big Terrifier fan, everything from the style and aesthetic of this movie is for you, I promise. I think you'll dig it. You just have to be able to give some grace to it for stealing the majority of its movie. Basically, the general setup, there's a guy named Benny who doesn't talk. He's just a regular old human. He's not some kind of supernatural force like Art the Clown. He's in an asylum, and he has some kind of comrade in there that lets him out after he kills a doctor and I think 2 nurses, 1 nurse, something like that. This person lets him out, who he's close with. And he goes out on Halloween night, begins to kill people randomly, and one of the first people he kills, this guy at an apartment complex, he steals his Halloween costume, which there's no way in hell that costume was going to be not baggy on this kid if it fits this giant, because Benny is huge. He's a big, muscular dude. Benny puts on the costume. It's a scarecrow outfit, but he also has to do like makeup on his face and stuff. And essentially, he just goes place to place killing people, but there is a motive that you don't find out about until way later in the movie, just so you know. It's not just pointless nothingness. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. It's not just following Benny, though. You also have, just like Terrifier 2 with Sienna and Jonathan's family and their mom, you have a single dad who has like a complicated relationship with his ex-wife. We don't know if she is like dead or just not in the picture much. But then you have his daughter and son, the daughter kind of being our Sienna here. And a lot of it ends up focusing on them, just like with Terrifier 2 and Sienna's family. A lot of it goes back to focusing on them. Like I said, almost beat for beat, it steals from Terrifier. However, my question is always, well, does it do it well? Just like people always accuse Friday the 13th's original film from 1980 being too much like Halloween. I don't think that's fair because of the settings and everything. I just don't think that's fair, personally. You can call it a ripoff all day long, but then you could turn around and call Halloween a ripoff of Psycho. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really fair, if we're being honest. This is a little too close, where I can see it being, you know, fair to call it a knockoff. But when it comes to, like, the performance of this guy who plays Benny, who I think also did the effects for the movie. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what I read on IMDb in some respect. He was super fun. I really liked him, and I hope we get more of these movies, matter of fact. That's why this is a hidden horror video. All of the kills are super over the top and crazy. I don't think like a bodybuilder could rip somebody's hand off their body. I just don't. Maybe they could break it really easy, but I don't think that could happen, personally. There's little things like that you have to let go of. And I don't think there's a supernatural influence, as far as I could tell. Maybe that's a sequel thing, I don't know, but I don't think so. So you have to kind of give some grace to the film. Give it some wiggle room to do its thing. You'll have a good time, personally, I think. It's got a very 80s aesthetic. I think the directing is really solid for the budget. I think it looks good, matter of fact, for this kind of bloody, disgusting movie. You know what I mean? I mean that as in the company name, not like the description. But I really think it did a good job, despite it stealing so much from Terrifier. I like the look of Benny with the Scarecrow outfit. I think that it's got some really interesting stuff happening by the end of the movie that makes me want to see more. Because I feel like it would be a nice spin on something like Art the Clown and Terrifier. It's a little bit of a change-up. This movie overall feels like a beat-for-beat stealing, but it feels like they could do a lot more with an actual story in part 2 if they make another one. But the whole aesthetic is very neon-laced. It's a very 80s style film in a good way, like how Terrifier 2 was. The soundtrack is a very synth-wavy type of score. Like, it feels like the stuff you'd find on the YouTube channel I love called New Wave Retro, I think is the channel. I've been listening to them for like 10 years. But that modern-day 80s throwback music is what it has for its soundtrack, and I think more movies still need to do that. I think it adds so much to movies. I really enjoyed this. The effects mostly look really, really good. Like I said, I think there's only one scene that has some CGI blood in it. Most of the time, it's real practical effects right there in your face. Very grisly, as I keep saying. I loved it. I've recommended it to all my friends, from Discord to text messages to Facebook Messenger, and no one wants to watch this shit. And I'm just amazed by that. I thought it was so much more enjoyable than people are giving it credit for. I get the irritation if you're a Terrifier fan like me. I get it. But I'm like, this is super fun. I loved this. I thought it was such a good time that I bought a copy, like I said. I think I said that in this attempt to record. I can't wait to watch it again, matter of fact. And I really wish the Blu-ray would have the old short film on it, matter of fact. But anyway, Diced Reloaded. Super fun time. Definitely a hidden horror for me. I recommend it so much, despite the goofy looking poster that'll probably be the thumbnail of this video. Dude, check it out. Try it out. I'm telling you, watch like the first 15 minutes. I think you'll dig it if you like the kind of stuff I like. If my recommendations mean anything to you, give it a shot. Let me know down below what you think about it if you did try to watch it, and if you finished it, and if you want to see it. Let me know all that down below. I hope this director gets to do more like this. I don't care if it was stealing. I think it was fun for what it was trying to do. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. I'd love to hear all the conversations about it with you guys. Thank you all for watching. Catch you later. I would say happy Halloween, but I guess it's not Halloween anymore. I hope you had a good one for that. But happy Thanksgiving, I guess I could say. I don't know. Thank you guys. God bless you all. Catch you later. See you in some more reviews. I've got so much I've got to review for you guys that I'm just like overwhelmed, because there's so much I've been meaning to talk about for weeks now, and I have not been on top of it because I've been so busy. And this winter season's killing me, so what do you know? Anyway, God bless you guys. Catch you later. Goodbye.